Well, good afternoon, Pep.
Good afternoon.
If we can start off with the positives from the Millwall game, 12 unbeaten now, the best run for 8 years. What do you put that run down to?
I put that run down to the mentality that we had here. We said in the beginning, where we were through a bad spell, that I see a lot of resilience in the squad to be able to bounce back, But we're not the team that we started. We are different. And we are different because we all work very hard to make sure that we correct mistakes and that we compete better as a team and as a unit. And at the minute, if you compare how we are now on how we were in the beginning of the season, tactically, we're much stronger. The team has grown and has gone a long way, not only offensively, that everyone knows that obviously our possession percentage have increased massively compared to before, but as well defensively, where we managed to be a very good defensive team when we have to be defensive in situations and as far as possible from the box, and actually we try to make it very difficult for Campi to be involved defensively. So when he's involved, he can deal it. And I think the team works very, very well. Not only very hard, but as well very well. And that's a job of everyone involved on getting the team better slowly on every training session and on every game, and making sure that we are a better team after. And what we are now, we are a team that competes. And that means a lot in the championship, because in the championship, we always pursue to be better on our footballing style. I think we already proved that this season. We needed to be better on trying to be more competitive, and now we are a team that competes, a team that when the situations are right, we will play our football and we'll get at teams and we'll create a lot of problems, and we've seen that at home many times. Last time against Sheffield Wednesday at home in the first half, against Brentford, against Nottingham Forest, and many other games before as well, away from some places like Bristol City. And when the situations and the opponents force you as well to different kind of games, like Barnsley, because of the conditions, or like yesterday Millwall, we have a team that competes very well and is very well organized and knows how to build on the security of earning a point, and create chances anyway and deserving to win a game.
You say that the team are different at the start of the season. Are you different now?
Yes, of course, because in the end of the day, I've always been focused on always trying to give my best for the best of the team, and trying to focus, always believed in the players, always believed in the group. We had to work a lot because, as you know, the conditions not always been the best, because in the end of the day, our pre-season was not the best in conditions. We got a lot of players in the end, and we had to do a lot of work to get the players settled as soon as possible. Then a squad on a certain moment was big and the moment was not right, and then afterwards we got bad moments in the season as everyone else, but we got out of it working very hard and getting better as a team, tactically and technically, never sacrificing our styles and our ideas and our beliefs. And I never sacrificed that. I always believed in our players. I always believed that they could put this team in the situation that it's now. I always believed that they can break records. I always believed that they can achieve what it has not achieved in so many years. I always believed that this season. And when our squad got a little bit thinner now, and the situations got more difficult than ever because of the Christmas period, we saw the best of the team, and all the work that we've been putting, the players, the staff, everyone, all the work that we've been putting through the first leg, it just came out now and built a very, very strong team that competes very well and makes everyone proud, because in the end of the day, the fact that we have a team that managed to go to Millwall and get a result, and everyone would agree if I say that we scored a goal, then we should have won the game, and everyone will have said it would be a fantastic game if we win that game. And actually, we're forgetting that before the first minute, Hogan had a fantastic chance, and so the game could have been even different, from the beginning. But we always make sure that we need to build from that point that we have, because in the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter much what you do in the pitch if you are not able to get points in the board, as we know. So now we have a lot of points. We're not happy with the points we have because we always want to have more. But we have enough points to be confident that we get into the final stage of the season in a position that we're going to try and win as many games as possible.
Mm-hmm. Lots of praise for the two centre-halves, Harley Dean and Mark Roberts last night. Does that give you something to think about ahead of Saturday?
Yes, but in the end, yes, of course. But it's a welcome headache, you know. In the end of the day, gives a bit of a headache, but not really very big, because in the end of the day, I only have 3 centre backs. So, and the 3 of them are very good. So, it's funny as well how, because you do a clean sheet and you do a 0-0, that we praise the centre backs, you know. And if we win, I don't know, 5-2, we'll be praising the strikers, you know. That's the nature of the game. Look, the centre backs played very well, but I think the whole team did very well, because when we think about the clean sheet, we need to remember that Millwall had 3 shots on target. From those 3 shots, none of them was in a clear situation that you would count that, okay, that should be a goal. Actually, the clearest chance of the game is Scott Hogan's chance. The second clearest chance is the one that we scored, because it's at the end of the day, it's a shot from a direct shot on goal from a few yards from the goal. So we created the biggest chances in the game. And defensively, we've got to praise the centre-backs. I think they did a very good job, because in the end of the day, we knew Millwall very well. We knew how they would get to the final third. We limited a lot their ways into the final third. So we knew the centre-backs needed to deal with the situations, but we could shorten a lot the number of situations they would be dealing, working very well on wide areas to making sure they could not progress to get to crossing situation. And when they would get to crossing situations, that they would not be in an ideal position, and our centre-backs will be in a favourable position to mark the striker. Our centre-backs positions, because I watched all the crosses from yesterday, our centre-backs position on all the crosses from Millwall, they're superb. They could focus on their task, because the team was focused on avoiding a clear, perfect crossing situation. The centre-backs had the support as well of one of the midfielders when we had to defend the box. It's something that we prepared very well for that game. And as well, the opposite fullback. So I think the whole team worked very well. And of course, we think that the centre-backs end up being the last one on duty, as well as the goalkeeper. And they did. They were superb. But the whole team needs to work very well for that to happen.
You mentioned the goal that never was, when Christian Pedersen's effort was disallowed. We know referees have a tough time. They're not going to get every decision correct. Did you get the opportunity to speak to the referee last night, and would you want more clarity from referees in explaining their decisions?
Yes, but in the end of the day, they support their decision based on something that they saw. I can only say that from my angle, it's a clear goal. And when I watch afterwards on all television angles, all of them, it's a clear goal. And we get to situations that possibly, I think, a few situations this season have avoided us to get to a position that will have more points and be much higher at the table. And when I say much, I mean much. Because everything is so tight that possibly you would think about 6-7 points more on those kind of situations. But that's the nature of the game. In my opinion, I think if VAR will be in the championship, we'll be much higher up the table, and that sums it all.
Is that something that you'd look to support if it was an option next season or going forward?
Well, I think in the end of the day, anything that helps the referee to take better decisions I welcome it. Everything. I understand that can cause disruption, but that's the nature of the game. Everyone should understand the idea that if the referee has tools to make better decisions, that would, in the end of the day, defend the football. I think, well, that's my opinion. And I know there's a little bit of talk to include. I know that this costs money, these kind of things. But it's about, okay, what we back in here? We're back in the football or we're back in other things? You know what I mean? So it's simple.
Sadly, we have to talk about the ugly incident which involved a comment from a Millwall supporter to Jeremy Baird. Can you just explain what happened from your perspective and the protocol that you were told to follow?
Yeah, first of all, I don't know if it was a Millwall supporter. In the end of the day, I think it was an individual who said something. According to the reports that the authorities are handling, that incident was repeated in the other side of the pitch as well. Our protocol is very simple. We just need to inform the fourth official, and I didn't know what was the fourth official protocol or whatever. So my duty and everyone else in the game's duty is to report it, and that's what I done. Then my job is done. You know, I'm not interested in what's the outcome of it or of the investigation. That's not my thing. My thing is that if I hear something, I'll say it. You know, in the end of the day, it turned out to be one of our players, and it turned out to be that stadium. But it could have been a home against one of their players, and I would have reported anyway, because in the end of the day, there's no place in here for this.
Have you spoken to Jeremy this morning? How is he?
Yeah, and I spoke to him last night. Strong, wants to focus on QPR and help the team, and unfortunately, it's not easy, and you don't want the players to be thinking about those things, because in the end of the day, they just want to play football and do the best for their team, and they want to be on the same level and same rights as everyone else, so they should not be hearing these things. But he's strong, and he gets over.
What do you think football can do to stamp this issue out completely?
I don't know, because it's not an easy thing, but I think football has gone a long way. Society has gone a long way. It's about everyone to understand that we cannot make a difference, and we need to accept diversity. We cannot make a difference on color of the skin, or on different religion, or on different sex, or, I mean, we are all in this together, and together we're all the same, you know what I mean? And so I don't know what it can be done better. I think we're doing the game is doing a good job to try to ban these things from stadiums, and the clubs obviously is on their interest to ban it, you know, and I think, and actually in this country there's a lot of efforts made in that, which is a thing that I like, you know. But what is important for us to know, and for everyone, is to have a zero tolerance on these things. It doesn't matter if I'm a spectator on a football game and I go with my son to a football game and I hear this, I will not accept it, you know. So it's an individual choice.
Back to the football, QPR next up on Saturday, another trip to the capital. What are you expecting from that?
It's a team in a good moment. It's a team that has very good individuals in the attacking phase as well. I think it's a very well balanced team. They're coming from a tough moment during January, but they got over it. And I expect, you know, it's this kind of pitch. Every time we've been there, things happen very quick. So it requires a lot of focus and a lot of good mentality. It requires to, when you have the ball, to use it wisely and to try to hurt them in the right manners to their weaknesses. But they do have some strengths as well, and we are aware of them. You know, it's a team that when they came here at St Andrews, they defended very well, and they got a lead. They played very good counterattacks against us, and they put a lot of problems to us, and we didn't manage to find ways into their goal. And at home, they are a little bit more, of course, more open and more leading games. So they put different kind of problems to you. But I think it's about us understanding that we're going there, chasing the 3 points, being a strong team, and we go with the front foot mentality as well as them, you know. And in the end, it's got to be a tough game for both sides. But we have the determination to keep adding points, and we want to count 3 points instead of 1, you know, because we've been counting 3 points and now we're counting 1 point, and of course, but we know it's a tough game. Anything can happen, so our mentality and our focus will be our best weapon.
Just a word on Kerry Marabti, on Jack McGover, and I understand Josh McEachran's now had surgery on the knee, which is a first big step to recovery.
Yeah, Josh is already in today after the surgery, feels fine. So he will start the recovery now. We wish him the best and all our support for him. And Karim is already having trainings. He was training with us, so we hope he shows a good level of fitness. And Magoma is going to be a little bit more time, but everything looks promising.
Good luck with Saturday.
Thank you.